Welcome to Tender Loving Care Pet Nursing Hotel and our live debut. Right now you are in our reception area and we will have a reservation specialist sitting here. So parents, pet parents, when you come in, make sure that for the first time you give us 15 minutes so that we can take you and get all the information that you need. So after you check in at the desk, you're going to come here. So this will be the intake room where the vet tech will bring you and put your pet right here onto this little bench. Instead of having an aluminum table to examine the pets on, this is far more comfortable, and the vet tech can sit here and take a look at the pet and make sure that everything is okay with that pet. And at the same time, she'll be finding out from you, pet parents, what's special about your pet so that we can put a plan of care into place. So what kind of treats does your dog like? How often does it eat? What medications does it need? What time it goes to bed? How you love on it? Do you read stories to your dog, or do you just give them kisses? What do you do? So we want to know all of that. So once we get all that information from you, which we'll put into our electronic programs, we will then let you go home or to wherever you need to go. So once you are on your merry little way, we will take your pet, who will be, by the way, on a leash at this point, but I'm going to carry Mimi around. We're going to take her from the intake room back to the suites. So let me also mention that Tender Loving Care Pet Nursing Hotel, one of the things that makes us special is not only that this is your pet's home away from home, but we will be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that we can constantly be monitoring your baby and you don't have to worry about what happens after 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or 8 o'clock, because we're going to be here loving on your pet, feeding them, taking care of them. And that's one of the things that makes us special, along with the fact that we're here for those older pets who cannot get to a regular doggy daycare. Here's one of our first bank of suites.
The south end.
The south end. And one of the suites in here will actually be installing a television. So Cox Cable has already been here with their genius and they've set up the cable. All we have to do now is set up the TV.
I like the little dog. We already have a little one.
Yeah, and let me tell you about the beds. So first of all, you'll notice that the suites are luxury suites. There are no gates, there are no crates, there's just a gorgeous glass enclosed place for your pet. So they're suites. And since we're a hotel, we gotta have suites. So this is what we call a Corunda bed. And these are fabulous premium beds made in America. And they have this really high vinyl PVC that makes it easy for us to clean. But for pets that might have some mobility issues, we have the padding on here for them so that they have some extra TLC. So these are our Corunda beds, and you'll see them pretty much throughout the entire hotel. Okay? Okay. So this is Flacco. You probably noticed it in the intake room. But my girlfriend Angelina Cortez, who is in Pets to Go International, she actually makes pet boxes for upscale, beautiful hotels. And so she has asked me to make Flacco our official toy. And so Flacco actually makes noise. Yeah, there's another room over here. And we don't have a bed in that one yet. We're still buying more beds.
You got a little dog in there.
I got a dog in there. That's Morris. Not Morris the cat, Morris the dog.
So there are beds in here.
Yes, there are beds in here.
Oh, there we go.
And I love this one. I got these at Walmart. Are they hysterical? Piggy, piggy, piggy. about my apron sink. When I was working with Architect One, they said to me, this is my kitchen area, by the way, which still isn't finished, but when I was working with them, Jackie said to me, you can have an apron sink, sister, but it's gonna cost you more money. And I said, I don't have an apron sink at home. I gotta have an apron sink. So I spent the extra ducats for an apron sink. And this gorgeous,
That is really pretty.
I'm just saying, every now and then you have to treat yourself.
That's good.
So what we have back here, and we're gonna have clocks like all over the place because we need to know when it's time to feed your baby or to give them medication. So we're gonna have clocks all over the place. I got a deal on these little puppies out in Lawrence at
Okay, and
Wheatfield
explain
House.
this peekaboo window here.
This peekaboo window is so that when we finish putting the food together for the pets in the other area, we can just lift the window and hand them to the kennel assistant next door, and she can begin taking the food to the others. So we'll go next door in a second. This is where we'll be cleaning the dogs. So Michelle, take a look at the raises and lowers so that we can get the pets in and out. And we
like
get them in
the
by
old
this.
folks bathtubs.
Like an old folks. Which
It's-
you and I, Michelle, will be needing in the next
Excuse
10
me.
years probably. Okay, so this is the grooming room.
Wait, what's this thing?
This is where we will dry the pets off and do their hair. Samantha Smith is going to be our groomer, and she is so excited she actually started to cry when she saw this room. Another HGTV moment, HGTV moment. I got a barn door.
Barn door.
Okay, Joanna from HGTV, she started it all. I got my barn door.
All right.
This is an isolation room. It has its own heating and cooling ventilation system, so that if any pet comes in that has a communicable disease, they'll come in here, and their breath, will not be able to go into any of the other rooms. This is the Versailles suite, and as you can see, it has a chandelier just like in Versailles. We're gonna deck this baby out to look like France. So it'll have, these are two of the golden dogs that we'll have decorating the suite here. And we'll also have Paris in here. So that brings me to a great point. All of these suites are not yet decorated. They're not decorated yet. So each one will be individually custom designed to look beautiful so that the pets really feel like they're at home. So the bedding is just part one. That's just like basic. But the whole rest of the suite is going to be decorated. And then this is a giant suite over here. You can go in there, Michelle, and it has a Big Joe in it. That's my daddy's namesake.
Big Joe.
Big Joe.
Yeah.
The idea is that if you want to come visit your pet while they're here at Tender Loving Care Pet Nursing Hotel, ooh, mwah, you can do that. And sit in these chairs. And the other thing I want to call attention to is this is Big Barker. This is a Big Barker bed.
Oh,
and
check
these
it out.
are
I could
special
fit
beds.
on that bed.
These are special beds for those those pets that have mobility issues. So this is a orthopedic fabulous bed, also made in America. Big Barker.
Mimi likes it.
I know, she has one at home. Here's the deal. All of these dogs cannot go out to walk. Some of them may not be able to. We're gonna outfit this section as a potty pad, and when we have poo, we're gonna dump that poo in here and flush this toilet. This way we don't have to worry about bagging it, we don't have to worry about putting it in a dumpster. Boom, right into the giant flusher. This is actually 600 square feet that we added on to the facility so that we could house 27 dogs. And so in here are still more of the suites, and you can see what they're looking like. One of the things I want to call attention to, Michelle, are the
Sound.
the sound absorption that we've installed, so that when the dogs are barking, we try to keep that sound more modulated. And then over here is this area where we'll be getting the food out and putting it on a tray and taking it to the dogs to feed them when it's feeding time. Here, one of the things that we'll be doing is having a chauffeur service. So for those pets that need to be picked up either from assisted living or from your home, we'll be able to come, the comforter-in-chief, will be coming to pick you up or pick your pet up and bring them to Tender Loving Care Pet Nursing Hotel. 2 pet condos, cat condos, and I have to make a little bit of an adjustment here because these darling little high tops need to move over to here because the cat can actually sit here and look out the window. That we tried to keep as much as of the original character of the building as possible. And then I don't have enough water in here, but you can see that we'll have 2 fish tanks here for the cats to look at, so that when they're looking out towards us, they'll actually see this artificial fish tank. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We offer chauffeur service. We offer Rainbow Bridge transitioning with Dr. Catherine Mountain. We offer grooming. We offer a custom plan for you and your pets to make sure that they truly feel like they're in their home away from home with Tender Loving Care Pet Nursing Hotel. You can go to our website now and you can make reservations to have your pet stay here and learn all about myself and what we're doing here. We're still updating the webpage to add our employees. And as I say, we're really trying to be respectful of the quarantine, and we'll open when we feel it's really safe for us to open. If anybody has any questions or concerns, please feel free to call. The phone number actually comes to my cell phone so that I forwarded the call so I can answer any questions.